There's going to be a glare and a shadow over my face. Also, I may be talking louder than I usually do, only because I have noise canceling headphones in, and I was like, you know what, I might as well not even take them off because I need to finish uploading stuff and whatever. I kind of want to wait till the 30-minute mark just so I can curse, but I'm taking a 7-day sabbatical off of my main social media platforms, only because since I've been like, okay, so to preface, I've been on Twitter since I was 11 years old. If you look at like how old my Twitter is account, like on my birthday or like the Twitterversary, whatever it is, it's like 17 or 16 years. It's like a long time, and that was before they implemented the like age policy. So there was like a time, I think for like 2 weeks, I was locked out of my account as Nosomnia, and I had to like make a backwards, not a backwards one, but like a like extra account, like a backup account for give me my kitty. Sorry, there's too much going on. There's actually nothing going on. My cat's just being weird. I want to work on my attention span / figure out what I want to spend my time on, because of course I do want to grow. Sorry, my like hand hurts. I'm so out of shape also, by the way. I got bibimbap after work and I walked like less than a mile, but mind you, it is 100 degrees outside in Dallas, and also I was wearing all black and also was wearing sweatpants, and I was carrying my like 5-pound bag with me on top of other stuff. Come here, come say hi. Look at my little kitty. Wanna say hi to everybody? Yeah, your little kitty. Whatever, she's a freak. Anyway, and I literally, like, the fucking air was so hot. I felt like it removed all the pressure from my lungs, and I'm not necessarily a mouth breather just because I feel like it's bad for your jaw, and I guess also for your respiratory system, probably. Besides the point, I had to breathe through my mouth the entire walk, and it's only like I want to say 15-minute walk from the restaurant I like to go to the library, right? Because I wanted to get Eddie there, because I was like, I might as well go to the library. I haven't been in the library in like 3 weeks, and I love going there. It's a nice, fun studious place, somewhere where I can kind of just like sit, get my life together momentarily, or like my digital life together or whatever, and sit and work and not have distractions, right? Because it's not that I have distractions here, but I very could easily just roll into bed or just watch YouTube or stuff like that. So it's nice to just have a separate place I can run to just do stuff. It was so hot, I thought I was gonna throw up and I was gonna die. So I'm just praying and hoping a lot of the unhoused folk in the area are able to find shelter and get water, because this is a killer heat, quite literally. But moreover, to the point that I wanted to share is that I really just want to get my attention span back and try to figure out what I want to focus my time on, because I find that like right with my part-time work or what I'm doing or whatever, I have a lot more time on my hands, but somehow that time still slips through my fingers all the time. I think about whatever. So like dedicating to writing, dedicating to reading, dedicated to content creation or whatever. So I feel like this is a good trial period while I'm in between work, because I still work at my coffee bar job, right? I'm coming off of 2 days, full 8-hour shifts. That's all I have for the week. But tomorrow I have a trial shift at a local cake place, because the manager, the owner and lead cake decorator was like, let's just see if we work together well. And I was like, okay, I'll come in and we can work together. Mind you, it has been like 9 months since I've decorated a cake in a like professional cake space, so that'll be fun. Sorry, that arm was hurting so bad. Also, yes, it's just a mess here, okay? Just bear with me while we get through this together. So Monday, Tuesday, John was off, so we just spent time together. Saw Longlegs, was really great. Wednesday, work all day, and then my sleep schedule has been really whack, so I've just slept and made dinner and then went back to bed. And today, work all day, went to the library to upload. We're just laying. And then tomorrow, I don't know how long it'll be, but I have my trial shift at the cake place. And then if depending if I get my shit together, I'll probably go to the library or I'll edit my own stuff. But my replacement apps for the apps I gave up, which is Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, right now is Pinterest and Threads. I have Lemon8 downloaded because I was going to try to get like paid on there to upload content, but I guess I was just too late on the game, and I think only like limited amount of content creators are making money off of that app. But Lemon8 is just so bland, and I already have like a bunch of like stuff I want to talk about regarding that app as well as Threads, but it's just not the same. The only thing that I can say is, as we're on day 4 of my brief sabbatical, is that I just miss Twitter because I feel like it's so... Sure, it's rough around the edges, especially since it becoming X, right? But it's just such a better application in terms of what it can do and what niches you want to follow. I feel like Threads, even though it's been a year, right? It's been a year since it fucking came out. It's just still a hot fucking mess. But yeah, let's also do a interview / job count because I still need to find work, right? I still need to supplement my income because I'm hemorrhaging money right now. Jobs applied to 3, interviews to ghosted, let's say 2, because I had an interview for another barista position somewhere further uptown, and then I also had a receptionist thing that just never got back to me that's in the neighborhood I live in, so that's fun. I don't know. I'll see you when I decide to check in again because I don't even know if this video is ever gonna get finished, but see you. I feel like I just look so bad. Like I just look fucking gnarly. Oh, okay, wait. Let's rewind. It's been 7 days. 7 days, no TikTok, no Twitter, no Instagram. And I finally am able to use them again. And to explain what I didn't explain in the first half of the video, originally I wanted to record each day and like check in and be like, okay, this is the jobs I applied for, this is who I got ghosted by, this is what I'm doing today, and this is what I'm gonna do with my time that I'm not gonna be using on the social media apps, right? Didn't do any of that. I think we had one check-in on like day 4 because on day 5, which was Friday, I got my period, and that was also the day that I got rejection. I got the rejection from the bakery I was maybe gonna work at. But here's the cake that I did. The base size is fucked up, but everything else is fine with the cake, but it was just too tall. And then the other cake that I did which was just stacking and filling, it was leveled properly, but there just wasn't enough filling in the cake. But also, I'm not gonna name the small, because it is a small business. She's a cheater, the decorator and owner who does the cakes for that place, because she uses a machine to perfect the base ice. And there's a difference between a machine and a person doing it. And I had also told her, like, hey, I'm like a 9 months, I'm pretty rough because I haven't iced a cake in a professional setting in nearly damn a year. So the base ice was really rough. And it was also Italian buttercream. And Italian buttercream, although it tastes really good, the longer you work with it, I feel like the harder it gets to work with because it's just so, it gets too soft. I'm used to working with like coconut oil based buttercream, and even though it's not really buttercream, that's just what we used at my last job, and it was a lot more forgiving, I feel like. Didn't get that job, that's fine. I applied to a couple more positions Sunday, which was the last day of my social media sabbatical, and I don't really have a lot of thoughts and feelings. I think I kind of summarized it a bit on my, like, I did a close friends big ol' essay, and I was basically just like, I didn't really experience a lot of FOMO, which was very surprising because usually I'm like looking at people, or not looking at people, but like looking at like my friends going out or people doing things, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was there, or like I wish I was doing something. But I think maybe with my like medication dose increase, I just don't really feel that anymore, because I also had a really good long philosophical conversation with a friend of mine about how like all we have really is like love and time in this world as humans. So no matter what you spend your time on, it's not really a waste of time because you are enjoying it or you are just abiding by it. So there's no true way to particularly waste your time, which I've kind of been coming to terms with, because realistically all I've been doing this week is watching YouTube essays, being in pain because I started my period. And here's the thing, I have a hormonal disorder, right? So I don't get my period often. So I think this is the second time this year, actually, I've gotten my period. And when I tell you, it is like a horror movie film set. It's gnarly. I stained my toilet and I stained my carpet because that's how bad it is. Maybe I'll put in a warning for if there are any people who don't have a uterus watching this. I apologize, but I feel like I share a lot of things personally, and unfortunately you had to witness that and hear me say that. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's just what happened to me. But yeah, just being in pain, reading a lot of fan fiction, watching YouTube essays, just trying to kind of work on my attention span a little bit. And even though I didn't really make anything, like I recorded some stuff for videos, and I did upload the latest episode for We're Just Slaying podcast. That was really fun. I really enjoyed editing that one, actually. I feel like there was a lot of funny bits in that. I think I want to do this more often, just because I feel like it helps build my attention span, and it kind of redirects my attention to things that I want to do, by not just like doom scrolling or regularly scrolling or whatever, just using that time to kind of just ignore responsibilities in my life, which is a bad habit that I've gained. But it's also like a whole ordeal of unlearning that process, right? Because I've been doing this since I was 16, just scrolling and tapping away and trying to not really think about my thoughts. And that's one thing that I was like in the shower before I was getting ready, because I had an interview today, but it wasn't really an interview for a job. It was kind of just a one-off thing for like YouTube creators to talk about if you were to purchase an online course that's supposed to help build your following, what would you do differently, and like what information do you think would be important to learn? And it was with Matt Watts, who is also a humongous creator on here, so he was also really personable. It was really interesting. It was really fun and interesting to talk to him and how professional he was. And then I go look at his channel and I'm like, okay, this is the type of content that he does. There's nothing wrong with that. How you make your money is how you choose to make your money. I just did not know that that's what he did with this time. And I would probably have put it up already, but a quick scroll on his YouTube page is very interesting. But he also subscribed to that channel, so if you do happen to be watching, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully we get to chat again, because I feel like I learned a lot from that conversation, and it was just very interesting to talk to creator to creator, because I don't really have a lot of friends who do social media for a hobby or for paid work. So me complaining about random shit to them that doesn't make any sense, like click-through rates and watch time or whatever, right? It's not that it's like not it's not that it's not important to me, right? But it's just like, why am I going to tell my friends who have quote-unquote real jobs about the stupid shit that I deal with as an unpaid content creator? It's silly, but it's important to me. But I feel like it's just nice to be seen. It's nice to be able to talk to someone and have them understand you about what you're talking about. So I really enjoyed that. That was really fun. But for now, I'm still applying to stuff, and I'm trying to do like a freelance thing for this company. I signed an NDA and a NSA, whatever that means, just to see if we had to take a reading comprehension test and I failed it, so maybe I'm not gonna be a freelancer for this company. But that's fine. It's okay. It's not in the cards for me. Maybe reading is just really difficult for me. But yeah, definitely want to do this more often. And if you are someone who's really struggling with your attention span and using social media as a negative coping mechanism, I highly recommend this. If you can't do the 7 weeks, if you can't do like 7 days, definitely just like set timers or do something, because as much as the internet and online stuff is a really cool tool to learn and to educate yourself and to find a community and things like that, it can also be extremely detrimental, especially those who already have ongoing mental health conditions. It can kind of exacerbate your condition, because you're just like, wow, I've just been in bed and have scrolled 12 hours on my phone. I haven't eaten, I haven't showered, I haven't done anything that I would consider productive. You know, it's rough. So definitely give yourself grace, give yourself time, and get offline. I'll see you in the next one.